living conditions and housing for our breeding cats. But Bellspurr, our breeding cats live inside the house with us, except on specific occasions like pregnancy, males that spray, newborn kittens from 0 to 4 weeks of age, their moms, if a cat is sick. So those guys temporarily live in clean, spacious, and enriching environments designed for their comfort, health, and happiness, but they're not running around the house. It's important for them to stay in their own contained environment and not be prancing around with everybody else. So in our home-based environment, our cats are raised right here in our home. As you can see them, they're all over the place. And they're part of our daily life. The ones that have to be in a specific spot that is just a small confinement for a mom to feel safe with her kittens, and she's not going to be picking them up from the neck and carrying them around and hiding them in places, or forgetting some kittens, or encountering a mom those are not her kittens. So many strange things can happen, but specifically moms want to be safe, and cat moms want to have their own space, and they like it quiet and they like it dark, and they're very territorial, so they want to know for sure that this is their spot and that their kittens are going to be safe. Some moms, when they feel scared, they even eat their babies. So this is just really important. Other males, for example, fight with each other. So you have to keep males separated. And the way that we handle that is we put one male in the cattery and one male inside the house. Usually the male that's most of the time inside of the house is a male that's not spraying. So we do have a male that doesn't spray, and he lives full time here in the house. He sleeps with me. He's a teddy bear. And I like to breed him because I like to pass on that kind of gene. And then I have another breeder who is just drop dead gorgeous, but he does spray. And he has some genes and some wonderful traits that I want to pass on. That's why I continue to breed him in spite of him spraying. In general, if a kitten is neutered, they will not spray, ever. But some cats that are not neutered do spray. We put those cats away in the cattery. The big extent of the cattery, that is where my big cat lives. He takes care of everything. He controls everything. That's his space. And it's a huge room. And he's not there by himself. He has smaller rooms where the mother and the kittens are, where there's also females living with him. If I have a sick kitten, I have another confined space where I'm going to put that kitten. Why? Because I don't want him to get other kittens sick. I don't want that kitten to feel unsafe and be roaming around the house. I want to keep that kitten safe. I want to keep that kitten medicated. Also, if a cat or kitten is sick, I want him closer to me. Why? Because I'm going to need to medicate it often. And if I have to go here or there, it might be more difficult for me to do it. So I try to make my life really simple. And here in my office, I have a NICU unit for my babies. If they get sick and need to be away from their moms, I can put them here inside of my office in their NICU unit. And I have oxygen, and I have everything to take care of a smaller kitten. If I have a larger kitten, I still have a confined space right here where I can keep him, or downstairs in the den where everyone's watching TV and we can see the kitten or cat. So that's another instance where the cat needs to be separated because he's going to need medication, and we don't want him to infect other cats. The diseases that I know of can be pretty contained in a space, even though it's among the rest, as long as they don't sneeze on each other, lick each other, bite each other, or share the same food. As long as that doesn't happen, most of the time we could just control it. We don't have like huge diseases that are airborne and stuff like that. If we did, we might have to put them like in a separate room. Okay, so we do have a home-based environment. We do have dedicated spaces. We have cleanliness and hygiene. So because this is our home and we have our children, we need this house to be completely clean. So I am a busy mom, my husband is a busy dad, and my kids are kids, so they don't clean. So we do have a cleaning person that comes often and helps us keep the house in really good shape. And we have somebody to clean the cattery and keep that in really good shape. The cattery people come 2 hours every day, and they come every single day, 7 days a week. Why? Because I want that room and that space completely cleaned. They go around the house because I have popper litter boxes all over, so they need to get changed and thrown away and dispose of any fecal matter. They need to make sure that there's water. They need to make sure that there's food. They need to feed the cats that are outside. We feed them canned food, so they need to eat every day. And my sweet and wonderful helpers come outside, inside the house, and feed everybody else. Sometimes we feed them on counters because I don't want the dogs eating their food. So I try to make it as practical as possible for everybody. And it's important for the cats to get this nourishment because they're moms. They breed one time a year. During the time that they get ready to breed, I want them to be fat and plump and healthy. And then during their pregnancy, of course, I want to continue to feed them and give them the best nutrition that I can. And during their lactation period, which is 2 months, of course, I want to keep this up. And then in the postpartum, they stay on the same regime. I feed mother and baby cat food to everybody in my cattery all their life because I have kittens and moms for the most part. For the males, I feed them some more digestive food, but there's kitten food out, and if a male wants to try it and eat it, they're fine. My males are healthy and they can handle that. Okay, cleanliness and hygiene, climate controlled area. So of course our house has air conditioning and the cattery has a mini split unit. So what we did was turn our garage into a cattery. So it's 20 by 20 feet by 12 feet high. And we decided to install a mini split. We opened a big window to the side patio and we opened a glass door to the patio. So in that area, what we did was just put gravel on the floor. We have some of the garbage cans in that area. And then to the right, we have a big catio. And that's how we handle that. That's how we handle ventilation and climate control. So our mini split, of course, gives them air conditioning during summer and spring, and it gives them heat during fall and winter. And supervised outdoor time, which is what we have the catio for. They don't use the catio a whole lot, but they do use it since I removed the grass and I put the gravel because I understand that they're not going to have fleas jump on them. I think that with the gravel, there are no fleas. We do have animal pest control come to our house. We have a membership with some people here in San Antonio. They're called Alta Pest Control. They're really good. They charge us like $50 a month, and then they come as often as we need them to come. If they haven't killed the pest that we think we're dealing with, they'll come again and retreat. So we do treat for all sorts of just whatever, because we don't want any, including fleas, but sometimes in San Antonio or in Texas they're pretty hardcore, so it's hard to get rid of them. So all of our cats are on Simparica, the dogs are, and then our adults are on Revolution Plus. Both of them are RX, so you have to have a vet prescribe them for you. And we go to the vet as often as they need to, and we get all our prescription drugs from our vet. And I think that's pretty much it. People call us and they want to come. Can we come? We saw your phone. Can we come? And I'm like, no, we don't have a showroom. We breed out of our home. You may come and see your kitten if you're bringing a deposit. You may come and see your kitten if you already brought a deposit and you want to see it grow up. Of course, we invite our clients like that because our clients are more than just, they're definitely not a stranger to us. And we're going to be in a relationship for quite a while. And we've already vetted them. We've already known that we can click with each other, that we share the same values, that we love animals, that we just share a lot of values. Of course, our kitten parents are very welcome to our house upon appointment. Thanks for checking us out. Please subscribe to our channel and like this video if you want to see more stuff like this. Thank you.